Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about water lilies and I'm also going to show you how to plant them. So there are a few things that we need. Let me show you. So we need two containers, a bigger one and a smaller one. So I'm using a plastic tub and another smaller container. And the next thing is compost. I'm using my homemade compost. You can use cattle dung manure or vermicompost. Next is river sand. This is called morang. The last thing is garden soil. This is plain garden soil. You can use clay soil too. So let's talk about water lilies first. Water lilies are basically of two types, hardy and tropical. So what's the difference between both? So first of all, there's a difference in both of their leaves. So this is a tropical lily leaf and this is a hardy lily leaf. You can see it, the tropical one has a toothy appearance and the hardy one is round and it's more like shiny and waxy. Another thing is hardy lilies have rhizomes. These are fleshy stems that grow horizontally. And tropical lilies have tubers. This is a tuber. This is a bigger tuber. Another key difference is hardy lilies retain a few leaves during dormancy. Both the lilies go dormant during winter. They do not produce flowers at that time. But hardy lilies do retain a few leaves. And tropical lilies lose all their leaves. So it's just the tuber remains, which then sprouts back during spring. You can see there are a few new shoots coming up. Also, these are called the eye of the lilies. This is called the eye because that's where new growth happens. So let's get to planting. So I've taken the smaller container here. I'm going to place a layer of the compost around 1 or 2 inch thick. Now you have to press it tightly. Now I'll place a layer of garden soil. So why I'm doing this is, this will prevent the compost from leaking into the water. Now we're going to plant our lilies. So you may get your plant in 3 forms. You will either get only this rhizome, you will either get a sapling with just roots, or you will get a sapling with rhizome. So there's no problem in that, you can plant them. So now we're going to remove all the dead leaves, dead or damaged leaves. You can also cut off the roots, you don't need them. So you can see this is the crown. This is called the crown of the water lily because this is where new growth starts. So now you can see its growth is slightly slanted, like it grows like this at an angle of 45 degrees. I mean, it's not very visible in this sapling, but that's how it grows. Look at this. This is how it grows. I mean, if it was planted like this, this is how it grows at an angle of 45 degrees. That's why we're supposed to plant it at that angle. That's why it's written everywhere that you have to plant your water lilies at an angle of 45 degrees. And why do we have to plant them along the side of the container? Why is that? So hardy lilies grow from rhizomes which develop horizontally. So if you plant it here, it will grow towards the center. So this way the plant will remain somewhat into the pot. So that's how you're supposed to plant them, at the edge of the container at an angle of 45 degrees. I mean, you don't have to measure the angle, of course. Note one thing, that you have to keep the crown above the surface of the substrate. And now you'll say that wouldn't the soil leak into the water, and that's why we're using river sand. We'll place a layer of river sand here. The crown needs to remain above this layer too. Place a layer thick enough to not let the soil leak into the water. As you can see, the crown is above the substrate level. If you do not do that, it will probably rot. Now we'll just place it inside the bigger container. Now we're gonna fill it with water. Now you have to keep the water level around an inch above the height of the leaves. They will probably come to the surface till morning. You can gradually increase the water level in the same way. The sapling I used here is Van Visa. This is also a hardy water lily, and I'll probably give you an update when it blooms. Now another issue is mosquito breeding. Of course there's clear water, so mosquitoes will come. So what you have to do is just add some molly fish. These are the fish. Now you have to keep your water lilies in full sun up to around 5 to 6 hours of direct sunlight. Now let's talk about fertilizing. How do we fertilize them and when do they need fertilizing? So I personally fertilize them when I feel that they have exhausted their fertilizer, the fertilizer that I place at the bottom of the pot. So their leaves will start to shrink in size and there will be no blooms. Until that time they start producing many more plants. So I basically just repot them all together. Or you can use fertilizer taps that come especially for aquatic plants. You can just place them inside the soil away from the roots and they work for around 1 month. Or you can use DAP, diammonium phosphate, wrap a few pellets in paper and push it inside the soil, that too away from the roots. Now there's a risk whether it will harm your fish or not. So I'm not really sure about it because as I told you, I personally repot it all together. I'll tell you how a water lily looks after a few months. So this is my Colorado. This is also a hardy one. I have so many saplings here. You can see these are the crowns. There's new growth. So now what I'll do is I'll not fertilize it. I'll just repot it all together and remove the extra saplings. That's what you're supposed to do. I mean, you cannot keep so many plants here. They'll just compete for nutrients and they'll quickly exhaust the fertilizer. So you have to like remove all other saplings and just keep one. You can keep two, but they'll just compete for nutrients. So I usually keep one.